Hello everybody, my name is Zenitsu and I'm back with another Digimon video. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing if it's worth it to buy the Bandai Premium Digimon card game Tamer's Evolution Box Rise of Digimon set, which is PB21 for short. So what is the Rise of Digimon set? Many Digimon players have asked the question if it's actually worth it to buy into this set. In this video, I'll obviously be breaking down what is in the set, as well as the financial breakdown based on the current market trends, so you could be as informed as possible going into this purchase. So as far as what this product is, like all Bandai Premium products, this is a deluxe set. This time it's to celebrate the Digimon card game's product release, becoming released simultaneously across the globe. So it's a new set made to include a large box, a memory marker, and more goodies to celebrate that achievement. So as far as what you're actually going to be getting inside of this premium set, it's going to be 12 cards. So you're going to get one of each of the 12 different cards in a nice golden foil. They're going to include 2 different sleeve types, 50 sleeves for the main deck and 5 for your egg deck. You're also going to be getting 1 playmat, 1 fox leather storage container, as well as a couple of memory markers, which are essentially just 4 D6s. So all of this could be yours for the low price of 200 whopping USD, plus shipping and handling. As far as when it comes to the sets, it's a shame that it's already gone. So by the time you're watching this, it's already too late and you can't actually purchase it as of the recording of this video. The one thing to note is they did actually re-release this twice already, so you've had 3 attempts to purchase it within the first 24 hours of when they actually released it, and, well, it all sold out in that time period. I do find it to be a little bit strange considering this is just a pre-order, as in nothing has actually been made yet, and this is just them taking the numbers on how much they should be making, and then obviously the time it takes to make the product and ship it out. So it is a little bit weird that it's out of stock, but I guess it's just the resources that they were going to allocate towards this, and it was just one of their most popular, if not the most popular product they've put out, especially on Bandai Premium, in a long time, considering the value of the set actually is worth it. So if you're wondering as far as a little bit of the imagery on what this set contains, this is going to be the playmat. The deck sleeves are going to be of the same art as the playmat. Then the Omnimon is going to be in gold as the egg sleeves. Those are the D6s, and you do get basically an imprinted fox leather box, which is looking to be pretty nice, again using the same art as the playmat. And when it comes to the reprinted cards, this is the fancy gold foiling and new art that we're going to be getting, with the selective cards being relatively decent when it comes to how Bandai has usually treated reprints in the past. So as far as the overall card value, we could see here are the 12 cards that they're actually going to be reprinting. So we have BT5 Omnimon, BT9 Death Exmon, BT10 Bloomlordmon, BT10 Venusmon, BT10 Jessmon GX, BT11 Shoutmon X7, BT16 Magnamon X Antibody, BT18 Shadow Seraphimon Ace, EX5 Leviamon, EX6 Cherubimon Ace, EX7 Hexablaumon, and EX8 Medieval Gallantmon. And then you can see right next to them the prices of their base art and their alt art. When it comes to alt art, I'm just specifically stating the alt art within the set, not any additional higher rarities of alt art. So no super secret chases or whatever. Just because Bandai Premium sets usually don't follow those chase prices. So when it comes to adding up the overall value of each of the cards individually on base, we're going to be getting about $264 worth of value as of the recording of this video. And if you're looking at the alt art variant value, we're going to be looking at a little bit higher of a number at $475 roughly. Obviously, this could have the potential to go higher, or it has the potential to go lower. Either way, this is a fantastic starting base price of just the reprinted cards. Yes, some of them aren't necessarily super highly sought after, but the majority of them are actually decent reprints, being all high rarity cards, which are SRs and above. So I do think that overall this is pretty decent, considering not all of the cards that Bandai picked are outdated cards that used to see play, and these are cards that still kind of see some semblance of play for the most part on the majority of these cards, which is why they hold such decent value to begin with. Next, when it comes to the supply value, because, supplies actually do hold and retain some value and actually cost something, the storage box, we don't really have a Bandai Premium comparison for, so I just did a quick search on Amazon on some Fox leather boxes or Fox leather cases, and the closest comparison to the size and style that would be around $30, but obviously this actually having a design, it's going to tend to be a little bit more expensive, so I would roughly estimate its value to be at anywhere between $50 to $60, if not a little bit more, because of how limited this set is. Then we already know a lot of what other trends Bandai tends to value some of their other products at. So we know playmats, they generally value them at around $25. Sleeves, they generally value them at about $9 for just the main deck. Usually the egg deck, again, depending on the sleeve and where you're getting it, could be anywhere between $5 to $10. Again, it just depends on what the sleeve is and the design and how much you're getting. Then we also know that Digimon hasn't really done dice before, but dice really isn't that expensive. You can make your own custom dice for around $10 for a set of 4, so I'm just going to be using that as the baseline. Again, it could be a little bit more just because they're special Bandai dice. So all in all, that at least puts the overall value of everything that you're getting in the supply value to be just over $100 or around that mark. So when it comes to other similar items in terms of what Bandai has done, this is the most expensive thing Bandai has ever produced. We did have a couple of stuff that were similar in nature to the contents in which Bandai was giving us. So these both were around $80 to $100 as some of the other previous most expensive stuff, with either some exclusive promos or decent reprints. But this is the first time that Bandai is taking a more higher value approach, and it looks like with their new reprint policy, it's working in dividends because, again, the set is already sold out because the value proposition is already this high. So looking at the bigger picture, for $200, you're obviously getting more than $200 worth of value, which is already really good compared to some other attempts that Bandai has done when it comes to Bandai Premium products. Again, this goes down to not only just the supply value and the design of the supplies, but the reprint quality itself. It seemed like they actually chose some really desirable cards. And again, this is all just based on current market trends and speculation. But the other big thing we have to keep in mind is the fact that we're not actually getting this set until December of 2025. So a lot can happen in the 8-ish months that we're going to be waiting for this set to actually drop and get into players' hands. So as an example, we don't know if anything is going to get banned or restricted that could impact the overall value of these cards, but we have to take it as is, and that's a little bit unfortunate that we have to wait this long to be able to get these cards, and we don't know how the game is going to progress in that time. But when it comes to the overall grade and evaluation, yeah, this is very obviously going to get the highest grade I could possibly give it, which is obviously above the A grade, and I'm just going to label it a flat S, because this is actually pretty unprecedented in terms of how this set has performed compared to other sets in the past, and the overall value that it brings the players. Whether it's going to age well or not is to be determined, but as of right now, it's just too good of a deal to pass up. But in case you missed it and you still want to buy something on Bandai Premium that's going on that actually is a pretty decent deal in of itself, we also do have Billion Bullet or LM6 that we could look forward to. So if anyone's actually curious on what this set is, it's basically just the second coming of the special limited set. So these are smaller sets that are premiering the new memory boosts and a handful of reprinted cards. This time, Bandai's just choosing to sell it directly to the players instead of having stores sell it to the players. One thing we do have to note is the pre-order period starts as of March 16, so you have about a month to be able to purchase this product. So it has not sold out yet, so you actually can still look forward to pre-ordering and getting this product. So as far as Billion Bullets, that's the name of the sets, the obvious value in which we're going to be looking forward to is going to be in the new gem boosts, just like the last LM set. So these are going to include the multicolored searching memory boosts, but it also does have a good amount of reprints and reprint value in it. So just as a few noteworthy reprints that this set can offer, we're going to be getting BT16 Rapidmon X Antibody, BT16 Ukomon, Promo 94 Destromon, Promo 137 Flamedramon, and Promo 106 Tyrannomon X as the big standouts. So I'm not necessarily going to grade this product, considering it is the exact same type of product that we've already had in stores. Just if I did had to grade it, it probably would be like an A or a B or something, but it is what it is. So to kind of wrap things up, there are a couple of things we need to keep in mind. The biggest one is, obviously, art is subjective. Whether you think a piece of artwork is good or not is up to you. And by extension, this type of a product is a personal preference. You should always get what you want regardless of how I feel or rate the product or what the secondary market would or could be doing. It is a shame that PB21 is already sold out, so hopefully Bandai opens it up for a fourth time and actually allows people to be able to buy it. It's most likely not likely, but one could always hope and dream that they'll open it up another time. So again, with PB21, we do have to know that the pre-order window is from March 20th to April 30th if it wasn't already sold out. And again, we do have to keep in mind that this isn't going to be coming out until December, which is about 8 or 9 months after purchase. But again, we do have the Billion Bullets that we could still purchase, so you could always look forward to getting that, and it's releasing in October. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting to see how things are going to unfold between these two products. Hopefully you got the ability to purchase these two products, but that's all I really have for this video. So feel free to tell me your thoughts about the products down in the comments below, and if you purchased them or not. And as always, if you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date for when I go live next. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.